Yep. This is the second round in the game of Meta versus Moorland. Moorland is attacking, and Meta is defending. Let's see what happens, folks.
Meta really has to...
I'm excited.
I know, me too. Ooh, hey, check out this composition. Moorland is running 3 knights and 2 men-at-arms for an attack.
That's not a bad idea, especially if
really
the men-at-arms run together.
Let's see if that's what's going on. One of the men-at-arms looks like he's gonna flank. I don't see him currently.
It's Lemon, and they're hiding behind the rock by the spawn, actually.
Huh. Interesting.
That is very interesting.
He might go for that late flank.
The men-at-arms are not here in this main engagement with these knights.
No.
They're working tricky business right now.
Oh,
But no
Lemon
peasants up on
behind.
the board yet. 3, 6, 8.
Couple.
Oh, it's coming quick.
Holy crud! Yeah, they're getting this progress quick.
Lemon
11.
sneaks into town.
That's what it is.
There you go.
We were talking about this earlier, Ripper, on the previous game, how compositions are interesting for certain scenarios, and this is what they wanted to do. They sent their knights on river to draw the main force of meta, and then they sent their fast guys around to cause some discord. And they played that very well. If they keep doing that, they'll be through this quickly.
Oh yeah, this is their first push. They got a quarter of the objective. That's really, really good against a clan like Meta. Especially considering Meta's first push in the last round
They were at 728 for 16 out of 40 peasants. Moorland was at 830.
Yeah.
They're ahead of them by minutes so far.
That's some seriously good timing. Ooh, and Lemon's winning these engagements. Now the men-at-arms are running together. This is dangerous. They're going to get a lot of peasants this way. Burning everything they can.
Not just peasants. Man-at-arms versus one player is near unbeatable. 2v1 versus man-at-arms is hard.
Absolutely. Especially in an open ground sort of area, the target switching potential is insane. We're already at 30 out of 40 peasants at 7 minutes, 40 seconds. This is crazy. And, like, if at a glance, it looks like Meta's not doing anything wrong. They've got 2 knights and a vanguard up front. They're hunting with another knight and man-at-arms, but...
Look at the scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard, Rupert.
Yeah.
You see what those scores are?
No one on Morland has a kill. They have a couple kills, but they're just all going for peasants.
And it's working. That's misdirection is what they're doing, and they're doing it very well. They're really working the compositions to their favor.
Absolutely. And I love that word, misdirect. That describes it so well. Because they're absolutely feinting. They're doing a strategic feint against Meta right now, and it is working brilliantly. Again, sending their knights out left off the rock to distract the brunt of Meta, and actually get a couple kills as well, whilst the rest of the team will be going to kill peasants. They don't even need the rest of the team. We're seeing Moorland already just straight up winning these engagements, and they're probably going to take this objective right now.
They killed the peasants before they burned all the houses.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, all the peasants are gone now. This very well played, Moorland. Very
Oh
well
my
played.
goodness. 6 minutes and 30 seconds. That's over double the time that Meta made. That's foreshadowing right there. See if they can keep it up. Looks like Meta is trying to regroup a little bit, but they're getting caught out of spawns, and they are going to have to respawn. And the TK from Joe. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Not looking good.
Oh no. Morland is getting this cart out the door ASAP.
There's only 2 people up on meta right now. Yeah, there's definitely Moorland's keeping the intensity up and the momentum going, and that's good. If they're able to carry that momentum through the bridge, then this match will be over in foreseeably the next 5 minutes.
Absolutely. Did you guys see what Moorland just did there? They pushed all the way across the river even before the cart has even gotten to the bridge. That's insane to have that kind of momentum. Alright, finally they get stopped to some level. And we've got 2 meta members getting up to the cart. Waterboy and a Knight. They are going to take out Anstey. But 3 Knights in response, going to be too much. Oh, Waterboy with the TK! Oh my goodness. This is not going meta's way at all today. I think Gandalf has a bit of a point. I keep mentioning the meta players as though they're like really heroic figures, because I know a lot of them to be really, really good duelists and really good individual players. But I think the fact that they're a newish clan kind of makes it so their synergy is just a tad bit lower than a lot of clans. And Moorland's been together for fucking ever.
Forever. That's the thing people don't understand. Moorland did not... They didn't leave their server until just recently, is really what it was. They're like the old... They're like... what's that thing from The Lord of the Rings? Fucking Smeagol.
Yeah.
The goblin.
Yeah, they're just emerging from their little holes, and they're actually pretty good, and that's what surprised a lot of people, and I think that's fantastic.
Absolutely. I mentioned this in another game, like how I recognized a lot of the Moorland players by name, but I'd never seen them with a tag. And I'd known a lot of them to be really good duelists and good players and whatnot. But now seeing them together, they just have such good synergy and teamwork. And it really shows all that training over time.
Oh yeah, they've been playing together for a while, and that's definitely refreshing to see them come out and do that. To not get it twisted, Meta is a new clan, but they're not new. They have been around for a while. They play together a lot, so they're just not polished, I would say. It's not so much that they're new or anything, they're just not polished, and Morland might be a little bit better polished than them.
Mm-hmm. Height just made a really interesting point in the chat. He said that people overestimate meta and underestimate other teams like FC, Moorland, and Genesis as B and non-A-team teams. And he's totally right. Like, we think about meta and we see Waterboy and Flame and Gangster, and we're like, oh, well, they've got all that aggregate skill, they must be a great clan. And then we see Moorland and we're like, oh, well, I know a couple of those guys offhand, so I don't have too much faith in them. But then we see it in action.
Absolutely.
And they just perform.
Absolutely, and that's fine. People sometimes have trouble making those correlations, but individual skill does not translate to team skill and vice versa. So, there's people who are shitty duelists that are at the top of the leaderboards every team engagement just because they know how to play. And people need to not be so narrowly focused on rating players based on what clans they're with or how they perform in one aspect.
Absolutely, I'm totally in agreement. I'm one of those guys that I'm a much better duelist than I am in scrims or in team play. Like, I will beat Fart Sniffer on a regular basis in duels, but I cannot ever match his team play, because it is absolutely impeccable. He's a great 2v1 or target switcher, and I totally accept that, and I respect the guy. He's a great player for that.
Well, that works.
So, yeah. And like we were saying, Morland just kept that momentum going straight across the bridge within 5 minutes. Oh, gosh!
Oh, they did do it in 5 minutes. Holy shit, I was right.
Yeah, you did! Holy crap! You said they would do it in 5, and they delivered. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, they're definitely coming strong now. Meta's they need to scramble. They need to scramble and be ready for solid engagements here. Now, let's not get overexcited. The game is not over. They still have a little bit more bangs to go on the door, and this can really be a trickle-down time. Moorland needs to stay focused, keep winning their engagements, not fall into a trickle pattern, and they'll have this easy. They've got 10 minutes, 50 seconds.
Yeah, Moorland's doing something really smart. They were starting to push, and they pulled back a little bit, waited for that group up, and it is showing. That just slight bit of strategy to avoid the trickle-down you were talking about makes it so much easier to win engagements. Oh, even with Anstey's TK, it seems that Moorland is going to make it to that cart in one way or another. Anstey with a great slingshot. I didn't even notice Anstey switched to sling. That's crazy. Oh! Flame with the equally destructive ballista as it was self-destructive to his team.
So what we're kind of seeing here, we're seeing Flame sit up top. Then they're having what's called a goalie sit down by the cart in case there's any sneaky maneuvers. Unfortunately, that goalie is about to get 3v1'd here, and he gets taken out quick. They're going to start getting hits on the door. The problem with this strategy, with what Flame's doing sitting up there, is if he doesn't get to that those oil barrels in time, there can be a shit ton of damage done to the door. So he really needs to stay on top of them as soon as he starts seeing any reds start to come.
Yeah, definitely, and it does deal some damage to Djibis, but there's just so many Moorland skirmishers over here.
That's tied right there, actually. They can't get another single hit on the door, or else that's game.
Oh, they're getting a couple.
Looks like they might have got it there, yeah.
I don't know. I thought I saw a little more percent on. I think this might be equal, in my opinion, but I don't know. There's obviously a VOD or something. But with 8 minutes and 30 seconds, I have no doubt Morland is going to get another couple pixels.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, we got 15 minutes left and before the next match starts, so there's no reason to not let it potentially finish out.
Oh no, it'll be played out either way.
Oh, Morland just absolutely delivering in these engagements. It's very fun to watch. Again, with the synergy, Morland, they know just how many people to peel off. A lot of clans will peel off everyone except one of their teammates, to create a 1v1. And a lot of times that teammate won't end up winning the 1v1, and it'll create a straggler. But Morland, they keep a 2v1. It's very smart. And we do see the battering ram go through. There's now 12 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. And this should be played through, hopefully. I'd love to see it. Got a 1v3. Dr. Kilo. Not for long. Ooh. He will go down. Ron saying, play through or ban. I don't know if he has that kind of power. But let's not test it.
Do not invoke the powers of the god Ron.
I'm sure Ron loves to hear that kind of thing. Oh gosh, Anstey just pelting the hell out of Gangster. Man, Meta keeps pushing up to defend, but they trickle and trickle and trickle, and it's not doing anything because they keep getting in multiple engagements, 2v1s, and it's just not working. Gangster's coming up with his bearded axe.
But doesn't blend.
Will it blend? I don't know. I don't actually have a working blender. It's kind of sad. Looks like Lemon needs a pause. You could say that he's sour. His game
No,
sour.
no.
Okay. Okay, I'll go sit in the corner. Okay, I'm back.
A pause here for Lemon, looks like.
Yep.
What time is it?
So let's kind of look at this here. Anstey is at the bottom of the scoreboard, 4-10 and 9, with only 100 points. He is actually getting outscored by 7 other people in the game, or 6 other people in the game.
And we thought he might be a key.
I said that wrong. Like 10 other people in the game. My math's bad.
Yeah, he's only being. There's only one person lower than him, which is Gangster. Oh, we have an unpause.
No, I hate to do this, guys, but I have a prior engagement at 9 o'clock that I do have to go to.
Oh,
Is
to
it
nose.
10 fat women for $1,000 a piece, or 100 fat women for $10 a piece?
Maybe it's both.
So it's like 110
Gotcha.
fat women for $1,100.
A piece?
Oh wait, no, 200. Gotcha. Yeah, 100. Wait, that wouldn't make any
Alright,
sense.
alright.
Okay.
It was great casting with you guys. Good game, good game.
Yeah,
I will
absolutely.
Later,
talk to you all
Will.
later.
I hope you hit puberty one day, my friend.
Yeah, maybe one day.
One day,
User disconnected from your channel.
a long, long time ago, Waterboy's head was attached to his body, but now it's not. Moorland's not even pushing. They just don't care. They're just hanging around. Okay, now they're pushing. They're making some really good plays here. They're just grouping up on everyone they can.
Now's the time to do it. This is a tournament. It's being streamed. 55 people are watching. If you want your clan to look good, you make them look good all the way
Show
through,
off.
game over or not.
Oh yeah. As long as you're not being unsportsmanlike, you show off, man.
Absolutely.
Get fancy.
Absolutely. As long as you're not rude, kick as much ass as you fucking want to.
Absolutely. Oh, due to some TKs there, Morland got stopped in its tracks, but Ansi will not stop pelting the king. Can't stop, won't stop. The king is actually at half health. That's funny. Oh, Ansi just can't stop hitting the king. I'm just watching this thing happening. I should probably watch the bigger engagement going on. Yeah. Oh, it's already over. Okay. Morland won. That's all there is to see.
Yeah. It seems that Meta's kind of struggling on their engagements here. If Moorland actually allowed themselves time to heal before they push in for this next engagement, they might take it here with how they're playing.
Alright, they're splitting up. This is very smart. The knight doesn't really have anywhere to go. If Morland can win these engagements on the sides...
Lemon taking a 2v1 with a claymore!
Hot
Oh my
diggity
goodness.
damn. Oh, butt going
Oh,
down.
God. You know, Lemon, I think, probably would have won that. And Lemon, if you're listening, fucking good job. You have by far become a phenomenal Vanguard. And if there was ever any evidence of that stronger, this tournament is it. Good job, Lemon.
Absolutely. It's funny, Lemon is actually beating 5 out of the 6 meta teammates in score. And yet, she's second to lowest on her team. That's just an extremely skillful team. I do like, however, how the scores on Moorland are actually decently close together. While if you look at meta, you've got Gangster of Love at 107, you got the next highest at 140, and then you got Waterboy all the way up there with 300. It's a big skill gap, from what I can tell.
Well, I wouldn't call it a skill gap, but
Or
it's
just a
definitely
gap.
a bigger gap in distribution of what's happening. Also,
Oh, yeah.
too, you know, with attacking, you get objective points. It's easier to get objective points than it is to get defending objective points.
Very
so
true.
there is that to look at.
Yeah, I should take that into account. Alright, the fighting's getting really close to the king. Looks like he's in danger. Oh, he is in mega danger. But he gets out of it in the most suave
Definitely be a
way
little
ever.
slippery.
Oh, yeah, he got through a little crack in the ground so he could escape alive. 7 minutes on the clock.
Let's make no mistake here. This is Merc's mod, and you heal pretty fast. The king heals pretty fast, and this is one of, if not the hardest objective on any of the Chivalry maps to get, just with how Mercs is set up. So even the best teams have trouble here against weaker teams, just with the way everything plays out.
Yeah, I would agree absolutely. Like, being one of the 3 maps now, I should say, where the final objective is a player, it can make all of the difference depending on who that player is.
Absolutely. You don't
yeah.
even need to be good, just slippery. If
Oh,
you
no.
can get away, then great.
And Joe, having played Man-at-Arms this whole tournament, is pretty slippery, if I may say so myself.
He's a pretty slippery guy.
Yeah, I would say so
I gotta
myself.
say.
He lathers himself in, KY jelly every day. Twice a
And
day.
crawls around his mama's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Taking it to that level.
I mean, if you want to go there, then you gotta go there, you know? You gotta go...
I can't sound like a northerner. I'm sorry.
SI, don't matter.
You can't either.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'll do it anyway.
I do what I want to, eh?
I'll do what I want to do. Oh, God! So does Waterboy! That almost looked like he was...
Waterboy coming in with a big LMB, taking his teammate out, but getting picked off in a 3v1. They didn't even give him the dignity of jizzing on him before they left him there to die. Jeez.
The nature of that decapitation from Waterboy was just so funny because he just turned around, he spun, and he kept spinning, and then he kept spinning, and the Bardiche went right through his teammate's neck. It's quite unfortunate. Can Joe keep his slippery streak going? No, he goes in the wrong direction, and he's gonna get sandwiched.
Uh-oh. 3v1.
Oh,
Oh, this might be it. This might be it.
oh, it is.
And Joe goes down in a back alley like a $5 prostitute after she just met the fucking Rainmaker. Hallelujah. Great game, guys.
That was a fabulous game. That was a great characterization and illustration. Sarge, I thank you for it. of the end game. That was a fantastic game. Honestly, that's probably the best game I've seen today. I don't know if anything tomorrow will be able to top it. We'll see.
Yep.
It's just the sheer beauty of Morland's plays were amazing, and Meta fought like cornered lions.
What you're looking for is beasts at bay. The term is a beast at bay.
Sounds like a Magic the Gathering card.
It is an analogy for when animals are cornered and they become their most primal and ferocious.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I meant, guys. Sarge can word. You see, I can word about 70% of the time.
English. I can't math for shit, though.
Yeah, I can math pretty good.
So it looks like we have another server crash, but that was a
Oh,
fantastic
goodness.
matchup. Just to kind of recap there, in very broad terms, Morland played fantastic. They played on a level I hadn't seen them before. Meta, previously looking pretty dominant in their earlier matchups, struggling. I would definitely say that Meta got handedly destroyed there that game. No offense, Meta, but Morland played very well. I'm interested to see how tomorrow's matchups are going to go.
Oh,
and
yeah,
after these day one matches.
I really want to I'd really like to cast some more Moorland games because they impressed the hell out of me for a first game to cast of them. I couldn't have asked for a better one. That was fantastic.